You spent over a decade. Anthony Porter, the man in that clip that I covered, also over a decade. I sat at my kitchen table last night and I said, what are the odds that as a reporter in that short period of time, I would cover two men who were wrongfully convicted and sentenced to waste away behind bars?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you explain it?
A broken system, bottom line. A lot of people sit on juries and they automatically believe the state's attorney or the police telling the truth. And a lot of times, police get up there and lie all the time. And you as a juror supposed to take the facts and the truth in the facts. And how can you just say you don't have a true defense, but here's a man that's professional lying on stand, they're gonna believe him.
But you took a plea deal, which is what people often will point to. An innocent man doesn't take a plea deal.
Let me explain. I was in a small town in Illinois, and a murder happened. So what they did, they rounded everybody up from Chicago, and they charged me with the murder. Actually, the person who died was a close friend of mine.
Why you? People will always ask that question.
I can't answer that. All I know is that they had the wrong man. They knew they had the wrong man from day one, and it took me almost 15 years to prove that. I did similar to what I did. I got in the law library. I studied, and I studied hard, and it came to the point I went back. I went back on the evidentiary hearing, and the judge say, I got to give him a new trial.
Gotta give. And when you hear a judge say, this is the evidence, I gotta give him a new trial.
Right.
What is that moment like?
Well, it was a lot of pressure come off my shoulders when he said it, but even the state's attorney knew I didn't do the case. So what he did, he called my lawyer and told my lawyer, hey, I'll release him right now, but I want him to take this alpha plea. Right?
And what is an alpha plea?
An alpha plea is a plea where you maintain your innocence, but they break your case down and give you time served and release you. But it was a case that was actually argued in October 1969, decided 1970 in Carolina.
So you took an alpha plea, which means, though, you still have a record.
Right.
And you still, when I look you up, if you come in to apply for a job, it comes up as what?
A record, a murder.
And you did not commit the crime.
Exactly.
And the evidence shows
Shows
that you did not.
Exactly.
And so your battle is still going right now.
Oh, most definitely.
Where are you in this process?
I'm actually right now in the beginning stage of another clemency. The last governor we had didn't even really look at the case. He just signed right off on it. But this governor we have now, actually with Attorney General, the Lieutenant Governor and Governor, they really for the people. They really for the people in Illinois, so.
But wouldn't anyone be for someone who's innocent? I mean, you have people, most of this audience never served anything. That's the assumption,
You would think that, but a lot of people with politics, a lot of things have to do. A lot of these state's attorneys have bigger ideas, so they figure I get a lot of convictions. Now I can move on to be a judge. I can move on to be.
Well, we see that now in the current political debate. There are a number of people who are running for president who've run and were prosecutors, and now people are looking back at those records saying, were you trying to run your number up, and now you're accountable for those numbers?
And another thing that played a part in my situation was unique. I really didn't have I didn't have no fair trial. Yeah. You only can get rid of 7 jurors. And everybody that went through the voir dire either knew a police, the state's attorney, someone that was involved in the case. These people going to church with them, playing golf with them. You know, I really didn't have a fair trial.
What is your hope at this point in your life, not just for yourself, but for others? And even, you know, this ABC show now focusing in celebrities getting involved in this conversation. What is your hope today?
My hope today for myself personally is to get my certificate of innocence and get a full pardon. And I just want the people to know that our state, Illinois, we have so many wrongfully convicted people in our state. And a lot of us is close because we have conferences and things. And it's a lot of corruption going on in the world, and that people really need to, you know, get involved.